You know, when I think about, being a kid and like seeing my mom, argue, you know, cuss, just say shit like, you look at it like that's just some grown up shit. Grown ups curse, grown ups say, hurtful things. I never realized though, like I probably wouldn't have had no way of knowing that, eventually the shit that I was around and experienced as a kid was gonna have a lifelong effect on me. It's like when you think about it, like seeing my mom argue and go back and forth with, people. Um, I remember the first time I think like me and my mom had a disagreement. Um, like the first time I really like I cussed at my mom. I ain't feel nothing. Like I ain't feel real bad. I ain't feel like, like oops, I did some shit. I ain't feel nothing. I felt like that shit was normal. I mean, I knew I was out of pocket, you know what I mean? I'm a kid, I'm a teenager or whatever, but I ain't feel like I wasn't supposed to be saying that. I think like the way I was raised, like my family, like they real big on like saying shit that they probably regret saying. Like going to the extreme. You know what I mean? Like that shit like gladiator school for like arguing. I feel like I went to gladiator school like to learn how to be argumentative. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think about that type of shit though. Like when you seeing your mom argue with her brothers or her mom or her boyfriend, you never know. Like, man, I'm gonna use this same approach towards my own mom, or you know, um, I endured so much of that shit that even just the way my mom used to talk to me and the way she raised me, um, sometimes when I have to yell at my kids or I have to, check my kids, I say some hurtful shit. Not intentionally. I mean, well, yeah, consciously, intentionally, cause it's like I was raised like that. You know what I'm saying? I was raised to like go for the jugular. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. I was just sitting thinking like, damn, like I learned so much negativity, from my mom. Like not so much as positive shit or a good way to be, just being, uh just being a decent person, you know what I'm saying? Like and not saying certain shit, you know what I mean? With her I learned like just paying attention to like shit she was doing, just I learned a lot. And I'm in the process of changing, doing a lot of self-reflecting, holding myself accountable. But even like I said, down to how I parent and the shit that I say to my kids, sometimes it's like I be feeling bad because I'm like, damn, like, you know, people can curse you. People they can affect your life long term and not know it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she did it intentionally, but just who she was and how she is and was as a person, that shit rubbed off on me. That's why it's important, like, with me getting my life together and me deprogramming to reprogram my mind in the way that I think, in the way that I conduct myself, and my emotional intelligence. Just having more empathy, more respect for others. Cause I was raised like on some savage shit. Like looking back, I'm like, damn, like, you know how I used to treat women I dealt with, friends. You know, it's fucked up. It's like, even down to my kids, like I said, the way I talk to them, if I get to a certain point of, you know, being displeased or mad, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's crazy. You know what I mean? That's why it's so important to just show up for your kids. And I mean, shit, it's really important to just have your shit together before you even decide to have kids, man. Because if you, and that's something that I didn't think of. I didn't think about none of that. Like, I didn't think like that shit was gonna be like a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you with somebody, you love somebody, you had kids, create a family, but not knowing like, no, it's a lot more to that shit, bro. Like, get yourself together, heal first, you know what I'm saying, before you procreate and be out here having a family. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit I gotta forgive. It's a lot of shit that I gotta forget. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm seeing it now, like, yo, I'm taking the way my mom raised me, and I'm taking the environment that I grew up in, and at certain times I'm applying it into the way that I parent and into the way that I react and act about things, you know what I'm saying? It could be people I care about, like even my girl. When we argue, I go for the juggling, bro. You would think I hate her, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you don't love her. It's no way you can love her, the shit you saying to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, it just, man, you just think like, damn, is it genetics? You know what I'm saying? I come from a long line of spicy people, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, the things I seen and, you know, how I was brought up, I thought a lot of shit was normal. It took for me to get in a relationship with a female, you know what I mean, to be like, yo, that shit ain't normal, yo. Like, you really saying like some hurtful shit, like, you know what I mean? That shit'll break somebody down, you know what I mean? And you cool, like the next day or next couple hours, it's like you back to, you know what I'm saying? You're one too, like, it's a lot of shit though, like that you just ain't gonna see nothing wrong with it if you was raised that way or if you was brought up in that type of environment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, hence that's the reason why the world is like it is. You know what I'm saying? That shit start like with who raised you and what was your upbringing like. You know what I'm saying? But that's something that just like made me think like, damn, I gotta do better with that, and I'm going to. I mean, that's why I said like this journey I'm on. This shit mean everything, man. This shit covering a lot of ground for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of different issues I got, a lot of shit that, you know, that I dealt with or, you know, might have traumatized me. You know, I'm dealing with it, and I'm not even dealing with it. I'm facing it, you know what I'm saying? I'm addressing it. I'm healing from it, you know what I'm saying? I ain't pointing the finger, you know. Motherfuckers is just products of their environment, you know what I'm saying? My mom, she from the hood, like, but you know, like I'm just trying to, you know, just break them generational curses and, you know, all of that shit, cause, you know, it can affect you if you let it. The shit that I went through as a kid or how she raised me, you know, it's kind of like still existent in the way that I raise my kids or the way that I talk to my kids and, you know, discipline my kids, you know what I'm saying? And you don't think about that type of shit. You be like, yeah, you know, whatever. My mom was hard on me, but not even realizing like you that shit affecting you, or it did affect you, but now it's like that shit still exists within your household and your family, within your personal life. You know what I'm saying? But you know,